The hospital ship Mercy's Hand drifted through the Talon Nebula, its hull painted with massive red crosses, the universal symbol of medical aid recognized by every spacefaring species in the galaxy. Inside, 3,000 refugees from the war-torn Sector 7 received treatment, their various physiologies tended by human doctors who'd volunteered for the relief mission. Captain Sarah Mitchell stood on the bridge, reviewing supply manifests. The Mercy's Hand was part of Earth's humanitarian fleet, unarmed vessels dedicated to providing aid in conflict zones. Humanity had learned from its own bloody history that someone needed to help the wounded, regardless of which side they fought for. "Captain, we're being hailed," Communications Officer Park announced. "It's a Korthak battle group." The Korthak Dominion was one of the factions in Sector 7's civil war, a brutal regime known for scorched earth tactics. Mitchell opened the channel, expecting a demand for inspection or perhaps a warning to leave their territory. Instead, she got a weapons lock. "This is Warlord Krev of the Korthak Dominion. Your vessel carries enemies of our state. Prepare to be boarded or destroyed." Mitchell's blood ran cold. "This is a hospital ship. We're protected under the Galactic Conventions. We carry wounded from all sides." "There are no sides," Krev interrupted. "Only us and the dead. You have 10 seconds." The first missile struck before Mitchell could respond. The Mercy's Hand, with no shields and no weapons, shattered like glass. Emergency bulkheads sealed, but entire sections vented atmosphere. Refugees who'd survived bombings and massacres died screaming in the void. Mitchell's last transmission was simple: Mayday. Hospital ship under attack. They knew. They knew what we were. The message reached Earth 6 hours later. What followed wasn't war. War had rules. War had boundaries. This was extermination. The Terran Defense Force mobilized every ship, every soldier, every weapon they'd hoped never to use again. But it was the volunteers that terrified the galaxy, millions of civilians who'd lost friends on the Mercy's Hand, demanding the right to serve. Fleet Admiral Chen addressed the species of Sector 7 in a broadcast that would be studied in military academies for centuries. "You attacked healers. You murdered those who came to help. You broke the one rule that even we, in our darkest wars, held sacred. There will be no negotiation. No mercy. No survivors." The Terran Armada entered Sector 7 like a plague. They bypassed military targets entirely. Instead, they systematically destroyed every Korthak industrial complex, every military academy, every government building. They didn't just defeat the Dominion, they erased it from existence. Warlord Krev's fortress world was the last to fall. He broadcast a desperate plea for mercy as Terran Marines stormed his throne room. General Rodriguez, who'd lost her daughter on the Mercy's Hand, delivered humanity's response personally: "My child went to your sector to heal your wounded. You killed her for it. You don't get mercy. You get justice." Krev was tried, convicted, and executed within 24 hours. Every officer who'd participated in the attack met the same fate. The Korthak Dominion ceased to exist in 3 weeks. But humanity didn't stop there. They rebuilt every hospital the Dominion had destroyed. They treated the wounded on all sides. They enforced a peace so absolute that even thinking about breaking the Galactic Conventions became unthinkable in Sector 7. The message was clear: attack human civilians, face human wrath. But attack human healers? Face something far worse: face a species that would burn your entire civilization to ash, then build something better from the ruins to ensure it never happened again. The galaxy learned that day: humanity's mercy was boundless. But so was their capacity for ruthless, calculated, absolute retaliation.